Hello there, greetings everybody. Want to welcome you here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So I'm pushing to stay awake tonight. Pretty tired, long, hard day, but I want to get this in. So we're doing an episode of Outliers. So this is a show that's been running every second Thursday. So I have another show called Hidden Gems that runs on the other Thursday. So basically, what it is with the premise of the show is I've taken an album from the band, from a particular band that is not really in line with the rest of their albums. So there's a kind of a sound to their albums. This one's kind of on the outside of that a bit. This one, particularly early on, was kind of more of an aberration to the music. It was kind of a surprise to people when it came out. So we're talking about Led Zeppelin III, their third studio album released. I think it was released in 1970. I'm correct. I believe it is. I'm just going to look here. Yeah, released in 1970, their third studio album. So the first one, kind of a bluesy thing, a little bit more of that going on again in Led Zeppelin 2, but with some more hard rock. There's a little bit of that on the first album as well. Fourth album is very heavy, not as bluesy, but has a lot of blues on it. But it's more of a hard rock album. Uh, House of the Holy, a little bit more of the same. This one, a lot more acoustic oriented, very kind of almost folky in ways compared to the other albums. Only really has the opening track, the Immigrant Song, which is what I would say would be like a hard rocker. A couple other songs on here, Gallows Pole, um, Celebration Day, a little bit heavier than the rest, but for the most part, it's um, a pretty mellow acoustic type album. A couple songs are a little bit more on the kind of bluesy side, but overall, definitely has that sound. So to me, it's a bit of an outlier in the Zeppelin collection. Most of the rest of them seem to follow a certain pattern. You know, a little bit more of this here, a little bit more of that there, but generally fitting the Led Zeppelin stream, where this one kind of outside of that. And I think that was intentional on their part. I think they wanted to show that they weren't just a blues, hard rock, metal type band. They wanted to show they could do other things. I think they definitely proved that on this album. This is my particular favorite Led Zeppelin album. I'm not sure if the funniest part is was the only one I didn't like that I got when I first got it. So all the other ones, when I got them, I liked them right away. This one, not so much. But now it's my favorite one. So it just goes to show you that your taste can change. Doesn't necessarily mean that your tastes from before were bad or these tastes are better. It's just you crave certain things at certain times in your life. Maybe more so when you're older, you might like things a little bit more mellow. Body can't take all of that racket as much as it used to be able to. Possibly that's what it is. I'm not sure, but I do like this one as my particular favorite. My particular favorite song is probably Gallows Pole. I think it's been my favorite for some time now too. I don't think it's I don't think it just came out of nowhere. Obviously, initially when I first heard this album, which was back in the early '80s, I was in love with the Immigrant Song, like so many other people. So yeah, great album. I think it's well worth adding to your discography if you haven't added it. If you're not a Zeppelin fan, this is not a bad entry point. Especially if you're not a person prone to really hard rock stuff. So Led Zeppelin III for today's Outlier is the album that I've chose to talk about. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please hit the like and subscribe. That helps a lot with the channel. If you want to make any comments about Led Zeppelin 3 or about Led Zeppelin in general or about anything I've said, you can put that in the comment section below. And I always try to answer people. If there's a question there, I will try to answer it. And I hope you have a good evening. So have a good night and sleep well. And we will see you tomorrow with another episode, or next week with another episode. Actually, I did forget that. So these two shows, Outlier and Hidden Gems, are going to move to the Saturday afternoon slot, probably around 4 o'clock. I'm going to be making way for a live stream starting here next Thursday, so that I have a live stream on Thursday, another one that will come out Saturday, I believe it's Saturday morning, maybe it's Sunday morning, but I think it's Saturday morning, and then the third one on Sunday night. So just so that people aren't confused, so these will move to Saturday on next week's channel show, and it'll be Hidden Gems. So hopefully to see you all then for that again. So take care and have yourself a good evening, good night, goodbye from Prog Monster. Take care.